Good day, and thank you for joining this training session of the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. The department is hosting a series of webinars today on the topics shown on your screen, and they will be presented by the Office of Sustainable Initiatives. I'm Marcia Elder, moderator for the sessions, and for those who have not attended webinars before, I'd like to briefly direct your attention to the control panel that appears on the right side of your screen in two respects. First is the presenters will be taking questions for each session, and you can ask your questions by typing them into the question box at any time during the program. Second, if the control panel is at all in your way in terms of seeing the presenter slides, simply look at the orange box that is at the top of that control panel, top left, has a white arrow in it. If you click on that, it will minimize the entire box, get it out of your way, and then when you're ready to ask your questions, you just click on that box again, orange box, white arrow, and it will open right back up. So with that, let us turn to the first presentation, and give me just one moment to switch the screen. Alrighty, and our first presentation is going to be on the Florida Clean Marina Program. And the presenter for this session is Brenda Leonard, and she is the program administrator for the state's Clean Marina Program, which, as mentioned, is located under the DEP's Office of Sustainable Initiatives. So we see her slides now on the screen, and without further ado, Brenda, give me 1 second, Brenda, you're muted. All right, go right ahead.
Well, thank you, Marcia. I'm Brenda, and I will be talking today about Florida's Clean Marina Program. The Clean Marina Program is a voluntary program. It's designed for marinas, retailers, and boatyards that exhibit a proactive approach to environmental stewardship. You'll see all our logos here, and we have a newly added one, Clean and Resilient Marinas, and we'll do another presentation on that a little later. So we have the Clean Boatyard, Clean Marina, Clean Marine Retailer, the Clean Boater, and our Clean Boating Partnership. Our partnership consists of the DEP, the Marine Industries Association of Florida, several counties, Orange County, Brevard, Pinellas, many other counties as well. We also partner with the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife, NOAA, U.S. Coast Guard, Florida Inland Navigation District, Florida Sea Grant, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. We all work together for the benefit of the marinas, our economy, and the environment. Clean marinas are those that have taken a proactive, voluntary approach. They include things like protection of our sensitive habitats. Clean marinas reduce hazardous waste. Clean marinas are they're in compliance with all the rules and regulations that may pertain to marinas, both state, federal, and local. They incorporate stormwater prevention techniques. The program is non-regulatory, and it is voluntary. The Clean Marina Program, it's a true partnership between industry and government. It's designed to benefit the marine and freshwater bodies of water. It ties together the boaters and the environment. It's about clean water. It's about prevention of pollution into our water bodies that would impact our sensitive habitats and our sensitive critters. The Clean Marina Program has benefits. If you're a clean marina or you're seeking to be a clean marina, we can provide technical assistance. We can come out to your facility and walk with you, look at your practices that you have currently, offer new practices perhaps, or just chat about things that you may be doing and to get ideas. There's a lot of marina regulations. We can assist you with your compliance. We can help interpret your leases and your permits. We can offer grant funding for pump out, stationary pump outs, vessels, operations. Clean marinas get insurance discounts because they're showing that they have less environmental liability, and insurance companies know this. If you're a clean marina and you have a submerged land lease with the state of Florida, you will get a 10% discount on those fees that you have to submit every year. We will list you on our website. You can join our partnerships. Clean marinas attract and keep customers. It's just the right thing to do. Some of the regulations that pertain to marinas. Marinas have air regulations, stormwater regulations, wastewater, hazardous waste, submerged land regulations, tank regulations, and that's just a small list. The Clean Marina program, clean marinas are in compliance with all the regulations. If you don't understand them, ask us. We'll come out and help you interpret them. The designation process, it's really very simple. You would attend a workshop, such as you're doing now. This counts as a workshop to learn about the program. You would submit an application. By the end of the presentation, you should know where the application is housed and how to get it. You will receive a resource toolkit. That's available online, or you can call us and we can send you a hard copy. The materials are designed for you to use yourself without help, although help is available. So you do a self-review. A checklist is provided in our materials. You go through that checklist and you fill out your Clean Marina Action Plan. That's the CMAP. You submit it to your local coordinator or to Tallahassee, and we will come out, do a confirmation review, make sure you're meeting all of your best practices, and then you get approved, and then you're a clean marina. And each year you just submit a form for your annual renewal. To be a clean marina, clean marinas have three categories that we address: the environmental management, the environmental quality, and the environmental services that you may provide to your customers. The quality is clean. Your facility is clean with no signs of oil, sewage, or litter. You encourage your boaters to use pump outs. And discharge of raw sewage is prohibited within the marina basin. The services that you would provide to your customers, you would provide them with clean restrooms so that they could disembark from their vessels and use your facilities rather than creating gray and black water on their own vessel that could perhaps get dumped in your marina basin. You maintain your grounds and your docks. It looks clean. Your facility personnel have been trained. They know how to react to spills, emergencies, and basic customer service. You provide your customers with boater information so that they know where the sensitive habitats are, so they know where the services are that they could receive from either your facility or maybe your neighbors. You would receive a resource toolkit, and it contains the manual, the panic preventer file, clean boating habits booklets that you can give out to your boaters, and everything is on the disc. A little more about the panic file. That is produced by the University of Florida Sea Grant, and we purchase them from them and give them out to our marinas at no charge. And that is an emergency planning guide. Inside the manual, you will see there's a checklist, and you would go through the checklist as a self-review. If it is in the required column, those points are required by rule, regulations. So anything required by rule would be in the required points column, and you would have to meet all of those to be a clean marina if you provided the services. In the optional points column are just that. These are the items that you could choose to do. They're not regulated. They're not anything that you would have to do. So you would just have to meet a percentage of those points. So you go through the checklist, just check off the things that you have. Don't worry right now about what you don't have. Go through it, see what you have, and then build on what you have. If there's a regulation that applies to your points or that section, it is provided in the manual. And so you could look it up for yourself, or you could call us to help you interpret what that may mean. There's another section to the checklist, and that is the section 2. And it's what this does is pulls everything together. It just basically asks you some questions, and it pulls everything together. And remember, this is a planning guide. You don't have to submit this to us, but you can, and we can assist you with it. So once you go through the checklist for the services that you provide, you just simply add up the points. And you would need 90 points in Category 1, which are required by rule and regulation. And the Category 2, you would need 60% of those categories. So you would submit that to your coordinator, and they would come out and do a confirmation review of your marina, and then they send in a recommendation package to Tallahassee, and we give you a certificate and a flag. So here's what the flag looks like to fly at your facility, and you would have the right to use the logo. You can use it on your stationery. You could use it on anything that you produce, your leases, anything. We give you clean boater guides, or you could create your own. We list you on our website, and we write about you in articles, and magazines may ask us for information about marinas in a certain area. And if you're a clean marina, we try to give you some extra publicity and marketing for your marina, because we want the boaters to visit our clean marinas. So here's what your certificate would look like, and it would be signed. Here's what the application looks like. It's just basic facility information, so we know your name and contact and where exactly you're located and the types of services you may offer, so that when we come out, we'll know if you have fueling or not. If you don't have fueling, then you don't have to worry about those best management practices. So far, we have, as of today, we have 290 clean marinas in the state. We have 45 clean boat yards, 19 clean retailers, and we have 9 clean and resilient marinas so far. So here's some of the incentive items that marinas could receive. These are purchased with grant funds when we may have them. We don't always have these items, but sometimes we do, and we try to distribute these to our clean marinas. We do boater outreach events to try to engage boaters into the program, so that to encourage boaters to visit with your facility. And the boater pledge. The boaters sign pledges that they will not pollute our waters. Here's a picture of a designation ceremony, which is basically the same picture. So we can do a ceremony, and you can invite all your friends. You can invite public representatives to witness your dedication and stewardship to our environment. Here are some of the publications again. On our website, we have all of our clean marinas listed, and this is continuing to get better. We can add information about your marina, so that when boaters or visiting boaters want to visit a marina in Florida, they can go online and shop and see which marinas and which areas are clean. And we're going to be adding more information to this map, so that when you click on a particular marina, information would come up about that particular marina. So it will help drive boaters to your facility, give you more business, and give you an opportunity to then serve the boaters. And here is my contact information. Should you want to contact me for more information or set up a site visit, feel free to give me a call or an email. And I'm available for questions now.
Well, excellent. Very informative program. And as Brenda has said, we will now open the floor for questions. And we do have a couple of questions that have come in. Just one moment here, and we have more coming as we speak. Alrighty, this is from Keith Keller of Epping Forest in Jacksonville, and he would like to have more information on the pump out grant and the 10% discount for the submerged land lease.
Okay. So we can email you the application for CVA, and hopefully you'll be online as well when I'm giving that presentation on the Clean Vessel Act grant. And so perhaps you could give me your email address or type it in and Marcia can give it to me. Or we may have it already in our file.
Okay, very good. And we will certainly get the information from each questioner to you as well. And those asking questions, you can type in anything that you would like for the staff to have in order to have those direct communications with you. Also, let's see, Keith would like to access the digital flag for use with email signature. And is that available?
A picture? I can send you a picture of the flag if that's what you're asking, or we can send you a logo, which is basically our flag. If either one of those is fine, we can get you that logo or the picture.
Very good. So maybe when you're corresponding with each other, then that could go too. And we'll go next to our next questioner who is asking, can we please have information on your boater outreach events? We would like to host one.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Yeah, boater outreach events go on all over the state. There's a lot of local events, and then there's a lot of international events. We do have a list of events that that may be going on in the state. Of course, it's not all inclusive because they're constantly. If you will type in your email address or a contact, then I can send you the list that we have, and we can correspond about how you might be able to assist with manning a booth or helping. Okay?
All right, very good. Next is, how much does it cost to be a clean marina?
Well, it could cost a lot of money or it could cost you nothing. Come to find out, a lot of marinas are already operating clean according to Florida standards. They just don't know it. Let's go through the checklist, see what you've already got, and chances are you're already clean and it won't cost you anything. And then you may decide that you want to put in some equipment of some sort. That may cost something. But do know that anything that you do change or process changes or installing money-saving equipment, eventually you'll get a return on your investment. It might take 5 years. It might even take 10. But eventually those savings will come back to you. Not only that, but the savings to the environment by not soiling it.
Next question, we have not yet been designated. What benefits are there if our marina is designated as clean?
Okay, so it sounds like you may be interested, but you're just not there yet. There's a lot of benefits. Number one, it's the right thing to do. A lot of boaters are looking for clean facilities. I get phone calls regularly. Where is the nearest clean marina? I'm in so-and-so water body and I just want to go to a clean marina. We get that. So we know the demand is out there. There's a lot of benefits. Clean marinas, there's less impacts to the environment because they manage their wastes properly. There's less spills because their staff have been trained. And if there is a spill, they clean it up quickly. That's the key, cleaning it up quickly. So there are a lot of benefits with the assistance that you get from DEP staff, the partnership, mentors. There's just a lot of benefits to being a clean marina.
Next question, will my marina get more inspections if I am a designated clean marina?
No, you should not get more inspections. Would like to think that maybe you would get less. However, inspections are not done by Clean Marina staff. We do audits for our Clean Marina. Inspections are done by the regulatory staff, and they're on a schedule. So no, you would not get more inspections, and you shouldn't really get less necessarily, because they're doing their scheduled inspections because of your permits and your state lands lease. That's what causes your inspections. So no, you will not get more inspections.
Next question. I've heard about the program, but it seems like a lot to do. Can somebody work with me on that?
Absolutely. Not sure where in the state you're located, but if you could give that information to us and a contact information when you're ready, someone can give you a call. If you want department staff, that's fine. If you want someone in the marine industry, maybe another marina owner, just let us know, and we'll set someone up to give you a call and perhaps visit you when you're ready. So yes, you can get help.
And for participants, again, you can use that question box to put in requests or comments as well. And we will take a few more questions if anyone else has questions. And the last one that we have as of right now is, what should I do first to work on a clean marina?
Okay. Well, I know it does seem overwhelming. You know, if you've got the manual, it's kind of thick. The checklist is kind of thick. But let's start with the checklist, if you feel comfortable with that. If you're overwhelmed with the checklist, start with making a phone call. Start by calling me, and I'll talk you through the first step. We'll go through the checklist over the phone together, or at least a couple of sections, and then you'll begin to feel more comfortable, and you'll see that you've got most of the stuff done already. That's the first step, seeing what you've already got done.
We do have two more questions, and other questions are welcome. On any new signage that may be available to support programs for the member boaters, like manatees and no oil in the marina?
Okay, we have a set of signs that we distribute, and it talks about fueling practices, policies. We can give you those signs. We don't produce the manatee signs, however. We have some stickers that you put on your trash cans or dumpsters that talk about don't dispose of hazardous waste in this receptacle. We can give you those. So we'll send you what we have. If you'll give me your contact information, we'll get those out to you.
And another question is, who should I contact for replacement signage?
You can send me an email. My email is right on the screen. If you're already affiliated with a coordinator in your area, send them an email or a quick phone call, and we'll get you that replacement that we have in stock. We have signage in stock that we can send you.
And someone asks, is there anything we can receive by email that states that we participated in this webinar?
Well, I think I can do something. I don't have a certificate made up, but I could at least give you an acknowledgement email. I will get the distribution list from our organizer, Miss Elder, and I'll send out an acknowledgement to everyone that has registered. If that is satisfactory, that's fine. Otherwise, if you need something in particular, we could give you a certificate. We just have to make it.
Okay, well, that concludes our questions. And so I'd like to ask Brenda, are there any other points that you would like to raise, or shall we go to a short break before the next session?
No more points. I do have a couple of more presentations, so I'll be talking about additional things then. So no, I think I'm good for now.
Okay, well, that will give everyone about a 5-minute break. If you're joining us for the next session, that session will be on the Florida Clean Vessel Act program beginning at 2 o'clock. If you're not joining us, then allow us to say thank you so much for being here for this session. And the department will be back in touch with you through Brenda's office, and we wish you a good day, but maybe you'll be able to stay with us for the Vessel Act program. And then at 3 o'clock, the Florida Clean and Resilient Marinas presentation. So thank you, and we're going to temporarily sign off until 2 o'clock.